Wishing a Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Eric Solomon, Raleigh, North Carolina, Beth Meyer Synagogue, a short afternoon Torah as the sun is setting for Shabbat. This week's Torah portion, Vayetchanan, deals with Moses, our teacher, Moshe, not getting into the Promised Land. Can you imagine it? Moses must have been devastated. His whole life dedicated getting outside of Egypt, getting the people through the desert, the struggles in the desert. All he wants to do is get us to the land of Israel. And he is told that he will not get there. He will not enter it himself. We learned three things about this for our lives, really. One, Moses, too, makes mistakes and lives a life that even at the end has tremendous disappointment. Just like we experience disappointment in ourselves and don't fulfill all our dreams, so too Moshe, every year, every time we read the Torah. We also know about Moses is that even if he didn't get there, he set out a vision of a promised land, somewhere to go to, a Jerusalem, so to speak. It's so important because when we set out an ambition, even if we don't achieve it, we teach others around us, whether it's our friends or the next generation, that life is to be lived not just only day to day, but with some kind of vision, something ambitious. Better to have loved and lost than never love at all, so to speak. Go for it. You may not get there, but you'll still be amongst the stars. And lastly, we still remember Moses to this day, even with this disappointment, even with this quote-unquote failure, because he gave himself for a cause greater than himself. He gave himself to God. He gave himself to the people. When you give yourself over to others to serve a purpose greater than yourself, a higher purpose, you will be remembered, your message, your dream, your efforts, way beyond the grave. And that's this day. So Moses didn't get into the promised land himself, it's true, but in some ways he did, because he's still in the hearts of all of us living in the promised land he set out for us thousands of years ago. May we all do the same, even with our disappointments. Wishing all a Shabbat Shalom.